Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing another action figure review. Today, we're going to be looking at the McFarlane DC Multiverse Batman from Earth 44. This is essentially a Cyborg Batman hybrid, known as the Murder Machine. Now on Earth 44, Bruce Wayne's parents were killed just like Earth Prime, and as an adult, Alfred ended up getting killed in the Batcave. Bruce Wayne blamed himself. He ended up begging Cyborg to make him a robotic or computer program of Alfred. It's called the Alfred Protocol. Once it was created, it made a bunch of robot bodies and holograms of itself, ended up killing all Batman's rogues, and then took over Bruce Wayne's mind and gave him a mechanical body and put him in there. This guy ended up joining the Dark Knight Metal team with the Man Who Laughs under Barbados. Now this figure was a Walmart exclusive. Walmart sucks so bad. I pre-ordered these things almost 6 months ago and they couldn't get it shipped out to me before their exclusive time ran out. This guy went on GameStop.com the other day, went ahead and grabbed him up, canceled my order from Walmart.com, which I was very pleased to do, as Walmart is one of the worst places to get exclusives, especially from their website. So let's go and check out the packaging here. As you can see at the top, 22 moving parts. McFarlane Toys, got the Spawn logo there, ages 12 plus. Here he is in the package. DC Multiverse, Batman of Earth 44, the Murder Machine. One side, Batman Earth 44, Dark Knight's Metal. Other side, Batman Earth 44. At the bottom, there is a barcode, in case that helps anybody, as well as a bunch of credits. And then the back, here he is from the comics. And then there are a bunch of other McFarlane DC Multiverse figures you should track down. So with no further ado, let's open them up. And I did end up getting 2 of these figures, one of which to open and enjoy, and one of which to keep unopened in my complete 6 and 7 inch unopened Batman action figure collection. And here's this figure taking his rightful place with my other unopened Batman and related figures in front of my Batman and related comics. All the other multiverse figures, Batman and related. Alright, now that we got this figure out of the package, here he is with all of his accessories laid out. He does come with a display stand, a collector's card, and then an alternate hand that looks like it's going to be using its robot parts to intertwine with another bit of machinery, kind of like the real Cyborg can do. So let's go ahead and look at this figure. So I believe this is a robot body the Alfred Protocol made for Bruce Wayne. A lot of detail on the cowl, looks good. The red eyes, very robotic. I like all that detail on the neck, looks pretty nice. Got the big shoulder pads here. They're soft. You can move the arm right under there effectively, not blocking the articulation. It's got the bat symbol in the middle there. All these blue lines kind of make me think of energy going through the suit. As a whole, it's probably the blandest looking of the 4 Dark Knight's metal figures from his wave, but still a very nice looking figure. Looks like double joint knees, double joint elbows, butterfly joint, 2 joints in the torso, whole 9 yards. He's looking pretty nice. A lot of detail here, looking very cool. And then, here's the figure broken down as far as he can go, with all of his removable parts detached. Both of his hands pop off with complete ease. Explained to me that the alternate hand could be his right or his left hand. So now, let's check out his accessories, and let's start off with the boring stuff. Here's his display stand here. Typical McFarlane stand, black perfect circle. Got the DC logo at the bottom. It's got 1 peg for the peg holes in their feet. Very thin, very basic. Now let's look at his collector's card. As you can see, Batman from Earth -44, Dark Knight's Metal. He's nicknamed the Murder Machine. That looks really cool from the comics, and I think it was translated into figure form pretty nicely. On the other side is a bio and description. If anyone wants to read that, go ahead and pause now. Now let's look at his alternate hand. Sort of technically looking mechanical. I feel like this is his left hand. This smaller one I feel like should be his thumb, and these little bumps all over it I believe are going to be the outside, and at the bottom the bumps are kind of flat. I feel like that should be the inside of the hand. Just my personal opinion, but it would work for either one very nicely. Here he is wearing his alternate hand. I believe this is how it's intended. but I could be interpreting the wrong way. For some reason, this just screams thumb to me. This screams pinky. But you can flip it around the other direction, and it really doesn't look too bad. Imagine this guy trying to shake hands with you. And yes, it does work on either hand. Now that we've taken a pretty good look at both the figure and his accessories, now let's check out the height of this guy. From bottom to top, sitting at about 7.1 inches tall at the top of his head, which will translate to about 18 centimeters. And if you go to the top of the ears, about 7.25 inches tall. Now let's check out his articulation. Starting with his head here. Of course, it can rotate from side to side. Can look up and down about that much, which is pretty nice. Can tilt his head from side to side. He's got these shoulder pads that can lift right up. They're soft. His arms go right under there when you lift him up. Nicely done by McFarlane. Shoulders go out this far, quite a bit more than 90 degrees. They're on a ball joint, up, down, around, all that good stuff. There is a butterfly joint here between the shoulder and chest area, allowing him to go forward and back, up and down, just an increased range of motion with his shoulders. It's got a bicep cut below that. Double jointed elbows below that. His wrist can rotate around, and it's going to be hinged as well. He's got two ball joint type items in his torso. Can swivel around, also go forward and back. The bottom one can also swivel and also go forward and back, giving him a very good range of motion in his torso here. Legs can go out about this far. Not a ball joint, but a similar type concept. They can swivel a little bit at the top, but not much. Double jointed knees below that. Then his foot here, of course, it can go up and down. It can rotate around at the top of the ball. It can tilt and rock a little bit. I can't get mine to go outward. I'm sure it's a little bit stuck. Then he's got toe articulation as well. Here he is in the Batcave, interfacing with the Bat computer. Batman and Cyborg trying to stop him. Cyborg notices something's very familiar with his design. And I think that works out pretty nicely, using that accessory to have him interface into different various computers. Next, let's check him out compared with some other action figures, starting off with some other McFarlane DC Multiverse figures. Here he is, next to his wave of the Dark Knight's metal figures. We've got Grim Knight, Dawnbreaker, Murder Machine, and Devastator. Add in the Man Who Laughs and some Robin Crows, and you've really got an evil team of Bat characters. I can't wait to get Merciless, Red Death, Drowned, and the Batman riding the Bat skeleton motorcycle. And here are all the different figures McFarlane has made in their DC Multiverse of Bruce Wayne in one way, shape, or form. Here he is with the entire McFarlane DC Multiverse collection. I've got a total of 33 figures and one vehicle, and I'm still not even fully caught up. And here's a slightly more aerial view of the entire collection. And being a Batman Cyborg hybrid, now let's check him out compared with some Cyborg figures. Here he is with the McFarlane Teen Titans Cyborg figure for the animated show. Here he is next to my only DC Direct or DC Collectibles Cyborg figure. This is a new 52 Cyborg. And here he is next to all my different Mattel, DC Universe Classics, and Multiverse Cyborg figures. Now, let's check him out compared with some action figures from different various companies to see how he fits in both scale and style-wise, in case you want to know which lines you can mix him with. Here he is with some of his McFarlane Toys brothers. In front of you are 5 different action figure lines, all from McFarlane Toys, all 7-inch scale. And here he is with some DST or Diamond Select toys. Then, here he is next to some DC Direct and DC Collectibles Batman and Bruce Wayne figures. And here with some NECA figures. And here he is next to some Mezco 1/12 cloth soft goods Batman figures. Then with some Mattel, DC Universe Classics, and Multiverse figures. And with some Mafex Batman figures. Then with some Hasbro Marvel Legends. And here he is next to some SH Figure Arts Batman figures. And finally, here he is next to some Jazzwares Fortnite figures. So overall, this figure's pretty cool, His sculpt is nice, articulation is good, limited on the accessories, but I'm not sure what else you'd expect from this guy. And I will say, he is the worst of the wave, but that is not to say he's a bad figure. This figure is excellent, but he's sort of overshadowed by the greatness of Devastator and then Grim Knight, and even Dawnbreaker is overshadowed by them, but Dawnbreaker has a better sculpt and cooler details than this guy. If I were to rate this guy, I'd still give him a 7 out of 10. It's a very nice figure, but the other ones are even nicer. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add it in the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Keep an eye out for the rest of my DC McFarlane Multiverse reviews. They're coming soon. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.